New Bravado.
It took them a while
Death
to like
Marble.
slowly grind to a halt. That was like a train that was
good
rolling.
stuff.
I love
though,
those
man.
kind of
really-
endings.
That's The more I hear that song, the more I like it. You can find those guys at facebook.com/New Bravado, reverbnation.com/New Bravado. They're on the usual SoundCloud and Bandcamp. And
They're on the cloud.
Actually,
Google
I
knows
just
everything.
I just Googled New Bravado and found all this stuff, so you
Yeah.
can do the same. It's a miracle that we have this technology. Anyway, I think that we're going to talk with Adam and Shayna here just in a moment about some more local music. We're going to ask them what they've been listening to and what they've seen. But first,
do we have something to deal with first?
NSYNC.
Oh no, no.
Let's
Well,
get back to business.
Goes on, yeah, back to business.
For
Back to
those who
important things.
are not in the know, I've done a little research. So, the band is known for hits such as "Bye Bye Bye" and "Bye Bye Bye," and they actually formed in Orlando, Florida, in 1995.
Oh, my hometown.
But
it just kind of makes sense somehow. They
didn't. They actually were launched in Germany, not America.
For real?
Not until 1998 did they hit the American market.
So they just took a bunch of kids from Florida and were like, "Here, Germany loves you."
Well, they couldn't find representation by a label, so they found a German label, and then the German label
did
didn't
Hasselhoff
want
do
to.
that too?
Probably. But the German label
kinda have
didn't
that
want to. They
in
didn't want to
common.
let the rights over, so
They kind of have that in common with your favorite band, don't
yeah.
they? Germany.
I don't want to compare those two bands, and I will hit you if you do it. Anyway. But their second album sold like
The parallels are just.
It sold like a gajillion copies. I mean, just because people are just generally kind of stupid. But anyway, like I
People
said,
love
they've
the
been
pop music.
been on temporary hiatus since 2002, and this weekend could be a reunion performance. Now, to lighten the mood,
So don't count your chickens.
I've got more news on this.
Do you?
Doesn't stop.
As luck would have it.
But anyway, we've got a couple fun facts. I'm gonna.
Okay, good.
I'll
Fun
read,
facts,
I'll
I
read
like.
number one, and I'll let you read number two. And then
Okay.
all right. NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys actually had the same manager for a while. The guy that discovered the Backstreet Boys also NSYNC. I mean, it was a coincidence.
Well,
Just happened to be two similar bands, groups.
Brian
Wasn't he like a
Epstein?
new job for
But-
me? He's like, "I already do this. So
Well,
I'll
when
just
I-
do it for you guys
Yeah.
too."
What I found weird is that I thought they were the same band. I thought they just changed uniforms.
Yeah.
And then, so to find out that they didn't just change
Uniforms.
jumpsuits and sunglasses, I was just like, I didn't know they were two bands. I thought they were the same people.
They do sort of seem. I thought the Backstreet Boys seemed a little more dangerous somehow.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Now, who was in the Backstreet Boys? Was that Donnie Wahlberg?
No,
Mark-
he was in New Kids.
Oh, New Kids. Oh, okay.
Come on.
Was
Big
Brian
difference.
Epstein the manager? Isn't that who it was?
He
Yeah,
had,
and I think Brian Doyle Murray was in that.
Oh,
that
okay.
band.
Aaron Carter's older brother.
Oh,
He was in the Backstreet
was he
Boys.
really?
Nick Carter.
Wow.
Adam knows a little too much about this.
Aaron Carter was like
had
the
to
They came
research
out when
for-
I was in high
He
school.
was old enough to
man.
make
That's-
fun of those
I was
bands,
old enough
so-
to know that music was over the second that they came out.
And I was over there like,
I was like, "Is this it? This is how it ends. This is how it ends."
Shayna
No more
might be able to
music.
explain something to me here. You know Aaron
Okay.
Carter, right? Do you remember Aaron Carter?
Oh,
was that in your?
no, I was too old. I was
Okay.
too old for Aaron Carter, and Backstreet Boys was more
He had a
my-
dream
my
about
day.
playing basketball with Shaq. I know that much
Oh,
about
did
Aaron
he?
Carter.
Well, Aaron Carter got going
knows
for
more
a
than I
while, and he
do.
had all these songs. And he was going pretty good, and then this other guy like totally replaced him and did all his songs. And
Who, Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
no, I don't think it was Bieber. It was like Jesse McCartney.
Oh yeah.
Did that happen?
That
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that happened.
Yeah, that
I've
was
got-
Tom Waits.
I've got young
Yeah,
daughters.
Tom Waits was
Waits.
like-
Maybe it was. So fun fact number 2 is Justin and JC Chavez originally met as members of the Mickey Mouse
Oh
Club.
yeah. Yeah.
And with Brittany and what's
Christina
her name?
Aguilera.
Now, the
Yeah.
interesting part is,
MICKEY. Apparently, they were both 27 when this.
yeah, Britney Spears was also part of that.
Do they have like a condition sort of like Urkel and
Yeah.
what's his face?
Webster.
Because they're
Yeah.
in their 60s now, aren't they?
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
they're about 85. Yeah.
Gary Coleman.
Did we get the
Gary
picture
Coleman?
up, Kathy?
We don't have it yet.
We had an awesome picture. Check
Yes.
that out.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I
This
can
is
see it
what
from
may
here.
happen on Sunday. I can't wait.
Everyone is going to lean slightly to their left.
Will they have canes this time though, like holding them up?
Well, I think that the one dude, the bass dude, did he have a hip replacement?
Yeah, he'll lean to the right. So they won't be exactly in sync, but technically they will be. I
That
don't
would
know.
sink.
But you're mean.
Oh, man. I love that picture. I think that picture should just be up.
That's the
for rest of
greatest
the show.
picture ever taken. When I saw that today, I was like, "Oh, we've got to put that on
It's
on
nice.
the air." It's
Can we
great.
Yeah,
can
it's
we
back.
recreate that pose and have a picture made of our band? Can that be our band?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
yes.
that's good.
Huh?
Let's do it after the show.
Actually, yeah, dude.
Call Ryan, get him down here.
Yeah, I know we need another person.
All right. So what have you guys been listening to? What the local bands do you want to tell us about? And
Oh.
have you seen anybody? Have you had anybody on the show?
We
that-
had Kaleido on, and we after that we went to see him at the New Albany, the Bicentennial.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
concert.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, I like them. They're good guys. They play really good music.
Absolutely.
Describe a little bit.
They play floaties. I'd
Floaty,
say.
yeah, it's like a. I
Wow,
mean,
that's new terminology.
yeah, it's something
Breaking
that
news.
Adam's been bringing to the show. Is
That's some basement lingo.
some basement lingo. I don't know. It's kind of like
Jammies and
It's,
floaties.
uh,
some jammies, yeah.
Sinkies.
Electronic.
It's a lot. It's keyboard heavy, and it's like, but it's still rocking. It's got the bass. It's got the bass and the drums.
Beatles influence, kind of. I would think
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
definitely a lot of Beatles influence in there.
Were they playing Matt Duncan's night over there, or was it,
It was
another
actually a
one?
Yeah, those
different
were
night.
separate nights.
Yeah, but we
But
did.
Matt Duncan is one of my favorite regional
So how was that? I
artists.
thought you guys would
Oh,
be very excited. I saw you
yes.
posted about.
And we hadn't seen him with a full band yet either, because he played our show, and we were, I mean,
well, we
You
all
were, like,
know how that
paralyzed.
show went.
to have him, he was great. But he just came in and played his keyboard, and then it was amazing. But we actually got to see him with the full band this time, and it's a whole different thing.
Very
It was
cool.
way rocking.
There's like two
and-
brass instruments and.
Yeah, he had a trumpet and a trombone player. It was just great. Yeah.
So how do you rate the New Albany Bicentennial Park Music Series?
I
It's
love
cool.
it. I
huh?
think it's great,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
All original music this year. They moved it from Bank Street from last year, which was all cover bands.
Oh.
Yeah. Not that there's anything.
I'm
wrong
sorry I
with
missed
that.
Yeah.
Bodeco. I
Yeah.
hate that I missed Bodeco.
Yeah, Bodeco
Oh, I
played
did
there
too.
this
I
year.
missed that too. Yeah.
Oh, that was very very fulfilling.
Well,
and
we know
exciting.
that Butch
I took
liked
lots
it.
of pictures.
Yeah.
Took lots of pictures.
But yeah, New Albanian has like a beer truck out there, which
Yes.
Yep.
we're a fan of, and
Yes.
And they had.
Did they have the Houndmouth beer?
they
Yes,
did.
they
That's my favorite.
Actually, we saw the guys from Houndmouth.
Oh, no
at
kidding.
Matt
Yeah,
Duncan.
they were at the Matt
Oh.
Duncan
Oh.
show.
Wow.
Yeah, their manager and the singer. What's his name? Matt.
I don't. Matt Myers, I guess.
Yeah,
Very cool.
he was there.
Michael
saw him.
Myers.
Yeah. Just hanging out. I love that. I feel like with everything that they've done last year and this year, that he'd be like mobbed. Like I figured, I was just watching him hang out was cool. 'cause
Was
I
he
was like,
like-
he's still just a guy. Like they've had lots of success and all that. But
Just
he's-
like Brett Favre.
he
Yeah.
met Conan and David Letterman, but he's still
Wow.
just a guy.
So did you work him to take Tall Squares on tour? With
No,
We
I-
actually
I-
didn't
yeah, I
approach
didn't-
them. We didn't want
We
to
were on
be.
a-
Come on, people.
I
You need
know.
a manager. I'm going to be your
I'm
manager
not good
now.
at networking. I need a networker.
Well, they have to be nice when you do that, though. That's the problem. Is I met the band Travis, the Scotland
Yeah.
Scottish band. I mean, I worship those guys.
Yeah.
And I got to meet them, and I said, if you ever come to the States, I want you to play in Louisville, and I want my band to open for you. And they were like, let's do it, mate. Let's book it. I'm
Wow.
like, you're
Wow.
patronizing me, aren't you?
I know.
You're just saying that.
I
Yeah,
totally
don't
didn't
do
want.
that.
I didn't want to do that thing though, because I'm sure out of all the bands that they know in New Albany, I would assume I say that weird. I just found out that I say Albany
says
when
Al,
people
and I
say
say
Albany.
It's charming. So
but I don't know. I would
Have at
assume
it.
that people say that to them often.
She also says
so.
museum and museum.
It's not what the show's about.
No,
Adam.
I like it though. I like it.
we'll do a top 10 list of interesting pronunciations by Shayna,
Yes.
the
I'll look
intern.
forward to that one.
Yes.
All right, we're at the top of the hour. Let's
Yeah.
talk about next Tuesday at the Highlands Tap Room, August
Oh,
27th.
yeah, this is another big event.
This is something that Kathy, our engineer tonight,
Our fearless
and
leader.
also our fearless leader,
Yes.
at the station. They are having what's being called Thanksgiving Tuesdays, and a percentage of the proceeds go to the charity of choice that night.
Nonprofits.
And on Tuesday, it'll be Crescent Hill Radio.
Oh, wow.
So we should
Yeah.
try to make plans to go to that.
Absolutely.
Which tap room is it? The
We don't know, but they're very close together. So just
yeah,
go to
if,
one.
you,
Okay.
if you go to one, you can just
If
walk
it's
to
not
the other
there,
one.
you can just walk down to the other one.
Okay.
But Soul River Brown and the Foundation Band will be playing.
Soul River Brown.
Starts at 10 o'clock. Admission is absolutely free. And we're going to broadcast it live right here
Nice.
on CHR from 10
beautiful.
to midnight. So and the word is they're going to make it a monthly event, hopefully.
wow.
So
Okay.
Sweet.
yeah.
I
So
like
anyway,
that very
that's good
much.
news. Yeah,
That's
that's
good
that's
news.
helpful to all.
I think we should play another song, Kevin. You ready?
You got a song? 'Cause I don't.
I've got a pre-Tall Squares kind of deal.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You do this to him?
Yes.
Digging it up.
This is an talented
take a listen.
singer-songwriter,
We've-
Adam Crowhorn.
We've gone a
tune.
different direction.
We'll see, like
Andy
how
Crewhair?
see how the evolution
Yeah.
has progressed here. But this is the scratch from back in the day.
Start now. Okay, start tearing now. All right. Still on. This is the good one. I'm going downstairs for a car. I'm working on filling myself up. I'm stupid, I'm stolen, and I'm pop, 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 pop. When I know that I should just shut up about it, yeah. And I won't say I'm sorry, if only because I won't be. And the day may pass when I'm sorry, and if I'm still around, will you be? Now I'm falling outside of the scratch. Now I'm working on getting myself back. And I'm cute now, I'm funny, and I'm safe. Hey, 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 hey. And I surely won't go and blow my brains away. But I won't say I'm sorry, if only because I won't be. But the day may pass when I'm sorry, and if I'm still around, will you be? Days have never lasted this long. 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 I won't say I'm sorry, if only because I won't be. But the day may pass when I'm sorry, and if I'm still around, will you be? Days have never lasted this long.
Is that it?
Well, it
That's
doesn't
it.
say it.
That was the good one.
Adam put a minute 6 of dead air on there.
Did I really? Is that
Who did your production on that?
No, that was
My
that's
friend
kind of a
Austin.
neat thing. It's kind of a cool,
It is unless you're on radio. That's the problem.
I didn't know that. Well, I don't know. The version I have at home doesn't have a minute 6.
Well,
of
I don't
dead
know.
air.
Get that
It
version.
did. It did.
Let's just a
Here.
moment of silence for that.
A moment
minute.
of silence.
Let's- we'll be
Anyway. That was Adam Crowhorn of Tall Squares / Crowhorn Nation.
If you want to see that live,
Yeah.
you
That's
can
at the
come see
Trolley
it.
Hop.
And it's a more aggressive
30th.
version of that sort of thing.
Yes,
You know.
he has a drummer who does
A
not
little more
hold
aggressive.
back.
And we have a guitarist and a bassist now. We're like
Yeah,
a,
man.
Right.
We're like a thing.
Adam's
like
wearing a Nirvana shirt tonight, and a little more Nirvana has like crept into his deal
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
time has gone
Apparently.
on.
We all need some
it's crept
Nirvana in
back
our deal.
there.
Crept back in. There you
I
go.
wish I had more Nirvana in my deal.
Yeah, really.
I wish I had more Kim deal in my.
In my Nirvana. Yeah, there you go.
Nice breeder's.
Which
right.
got-
Ryan, our bassist, is a Pixies fan, so that's
Oh,
yeah,
good.
even
that was
cooler.
like first and foremost. We're like, you're in the band.
Yeah. So I saw that she dropped out.
Yeah,
of-
she's.
Yeah.
and Kim Shatuk.
I
from,
mean, honestly, I don't like the new song that much.
oh really? I like it. Oh wow! I
I,
really
just
I
like
feel
between
like
us.
it's not. Yeah. All right.
I'll be
yeah.
darned. Well, you guys need to leave now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys.
So we
you
have
said it.
yes. we have a new top 10 list, but we also want to have a quick moment to
Oh, do you want to review?
let's do the review quickly and
At the end of
Vic
our
can
end
help
of the
us.
year show, we did the Flies on the Wall top 10
remember,
bold
yeah.
predictions
I remember
for
this.
2013. I thought now that the year's basically, what do you call this? 2/3 of the way over.
Yeah.
Believe
2/3,
it.
I would say. I haven't done the math on that, so I don't know how
Yeah,
the
it's-
moon phases
It's on
affect
its way
us.
out.
Yeah,
I don't have
so-
my abacus, or I would do it right now.
But we're starting to get there. So let's see how we do now. Maybe we'll grade this one more time at the end of the year. So our number 10 bold prediction was the Rolling Stones aren't finished yet as they announced the Too Old to Die tour. Did that happen?
I don't. Has that happened?
I think that probably happened.
Yeah.
Was it not entitled that?
Maybe
Okay.
it was like.
Mark
I
that
think
off. That's a
Here,
that's a,
well, mark it off.
that's a -1.
I thought if it was okay,
It's a -1.
-1. Okay. All right. Number 9 was no one is surprised that CeeLo Green is beamed up by his mothership on live television.
Yeah, I think that did happen.
Did that I think that happened.
Was that on television?
That was at the Super Bowl. I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I didn't watch. I went to the bathroom during
My
halftime.
my thought is
I ate too
Halftime.
much chili.
my thought is if we're not sure, we're going to give ourselves a check like that one.
Okay.
You know, we're going to
Okay.
call it
If
affirmative.
that is, yeah.
If you don't know, you have no
Zero.
evidence it really didn't
No.
happen.
Number 8, I really thought would happen. Facebook introduces a new "Don't Care" button.
We're close.
They're getting
I
closer,
have
yeah.
been wanting a dislike or something that.
Yeah.
They've
Don't
been
care is
talking
even
about
better
it.
than dislike. But
You can now do like emoticons on
Okay.
statuses. I think.
So
yeah.
you can frowny on somebody.
I think
Yes.
you can. Yeah.
So I'm counting that as a score.
we'll give it
Good.
a 1. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a 1.
Number 7, Steve Jobs will hold a press conference where he will reveal that he faked his own death and will unveil the iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Did that not happen?
I think we're still waiting on
Are we saying that is in poor taste?
that should have happened.
Okay, I gave myself a -1 on that. Number 6, NASA will announce a bold initiative to go back into space by using unspent Twinkie fuel or Twinkie filling as fuel.
Well,
See, the problem
dude,
is now the
Twinkie
Twinkie's
fuel.
back.
yeah,
Twinkie
Twinkies
fuel.
are
So they're
coming
using it
back.
for
Twinkie
food
fuel.
instead of.
Yeah.
Darn it. Okay, that's a
fuel.
-1.
Yeah, we're still using it wrong. We're eating it.
Yeah.
When I read over these today, I said Twinkie fuel, even at home. I don't know. I just
I like that term.
Twinkie
I
fuel.
think.
Twinkie
I think that
fuel.
should be
Nick
on
Pay
Urban
and Twinkie
Dictionary.
Fuel.
We need T-shirts that say Twinkie fuel. Number 5, the apocalypse will happen, but it will be hipsters and not zombies.
We
And
predicted
That
it.
absolutely
We're
happened.
living it.
It's still happening.
And we had
it's-
It's
in a-
happening to me right now.
Yes.
I'm like mid metamorphosis.
We're going to check mark
Do you
on
see
that
how
one.
I dress?
It said the silver dollar will expand and take up the entire 1700 block of Frankfurt Avenue in a related
Silver
store.
Dollar is opening another.
Yeah, El
Are they?
Camino.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
So that
All right.
happened.
We'll
That
get-
happened.
We'll get a bonus point there.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Cool. That's a definite check mark, I
Good.
think.
Hey,
See,
we were not messing around.
Not
we're not
far
as
off.
We
we're not
took
as
this
dumb
very
as we
seriously.
seem.
Number 4, Facebook introduces new "Please Stop" button.
Yeah.
I think that's one and the
If
same.
only.
If only.
If
okay.
only.
Well, we'll count the other one, and we won't count this one. So we'll take one checkpoint because we're half right. lost my pencil. Number 3, our rival station WFPK will switch to an all Jim James format.
It's getting there.
I
Is it
think they
not there?
have. I was actually listening to Jim James on the way here.
So microcosm. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's
hey,
that's a half point at
Far as
least.
we know.
I'd say
Yeah.
give
1/2.
just do a line.
It's a
with
small
no
sample
up.
size, but still.
1/2. Okay.
It's like the smallest survey
It's like
ever.
hearsay. Hearsay counts.
We
It
asked
flies
these
on the-
2 people.
Number 2, historians will discover that the Mayans were actually trying to predict the fall of the Hostess snack cake empire. I haven't heard that story yet. That would be like
Yeah.
a PBS thing, wouldn't it?
It would. There'd be a documentary. Yeah.
We're counting that as an X, I suppose. So.
Yeah. That's
Okay. The number 1 flies on the wall. Bold prediction for 2013. Prediction
Yeah.
is NSYNC will reunite on the MTV Music Awards.
Did we really? Oh my gosh.
No.
That's
Check it
incredible.
out. Check it out.
Get
Well,
outta
oh
here.
no, wait, that was not. That was
That was the wrong page.
no. Yeah, the Uncommon Houseflies will change their name to Tim's Friend Tim.
That still could
wait,
happen.
We could do that right now if we
Yeah.
want to
Hey,
next
you
year.
could totally make that happen. And I think that's a rad name.
It is a
think
rad.
you should
name.
maybe-
It's
maybe
beyond
think about
rad.
Looks like we got about
It's
four,
totally
four and a
awesome.
half points, something like that. I don't know.
All right.
That's
well,
pretty
let's,
good.
The
let's
year
do
ain't
the-
over yet.
It's better than Nostradamus. He got like nothing right if you actually check his facts.
Flies on the wall, better than Nostradamus. That's our new, that's our new catch.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And we smell better too.
Right at this moment, I'm guessing we
Yeah.
do.
All right. Let's do the new top 10. I think we did a.
Oh, okay.
We got together and put our brains
Yeah.
together and
Yeah.
found out we're pretty stupid, but still. Top 10 ways Flies on the Wall has changed our lives.
Yes. Things
Now-
are obviously quite different now than they were like a year and a half ago ish.
Well, yeah, of course they are.
Can you believe that next month I'll have been like a part of Crescent Hill Radio for a year?
It's
How-
just crazy. It's crazy.
How did that happen?
I don't
I have no
know.
idea.
I
You
don't
still
know.
seem so young.
I know.
All right,
Seems
so we're gonna share this one because we wrote it together because we both had our own.
do we have a drum
deep
roll?
feelings.
Did you
We
find
do.
one? Good.
All right,
Good.
the number 10 way Flies on the Wall has changed our lives. One less hour each week to strike fear to the hearts of criminals.
Technically, we could still do that over the radio. I suppose. What's that?
I was like, do you guys like throw on capes
We'd
and
have
like
to-
get busy?
Yeah,
after
we'd
this?
have,
Like,
to,
you're like,
we'd have to play less music that way.
we do. We do.
Or
Under
worse
these-
music.
Under the shirts, we have like
yeah.
we have like leotards on under the shirts.
That's what I was saying. You like bust out
Wait,
in the
guys,
studio
we're
and
so
like
fit tonight. I mean,
That's why I always
really?
leave so quickly.
you bust out and just hit the streets.
We're a dynamic duo of sorts. Number 9. No more waiting for a table or being seated next to the bathroom at the Irish Rover.
Yes, it smells better where we sit now.
VIP treatment now.
All right, number 8. No more regular Wednesday night band practices with a different drummer each week.
We used to actually practice on Wednesday nights.
Oh, did you?
And we did generally have a different drummer each week.
Yep,
That's sad but true.
For the most part.
Number 7. The official Crescent Hill Radio limousine gets crappy gas mileage.
We're paying way more in fuel.
Yeah, way more. Our fuel costs.
We
have
need to
gone
talk to
way up.
Kathy about that.
Well, that's okay.
You like one of those old school English cabs with like the 3 wheels.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Or just a
Those.
double-decker
Oh,
bus.
those are cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was trying to
Yeah, that
save the
wouldn't-
fuel.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't help on the
That wouldn't
fuel.
help. If someone else was
but it would
paying
be
it,
cool.
Yeah, it would
Anyway.
be cool.
Number 6. We now get to make fun of the royal baby without fear of repercussion.
When we were
something.
just the man on the street,
Yeah,
and
we
we had to
couldn't-
worry that there would
yeah.
be reprisals. So.
There were spies everywhere.
Yes, number 5. Untold riches means Kevin's dog Darby will never have to eat kennel ration again. What's he eat now? Is he on like filet mignon?
He's on the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Let's just say it's the good stuff. Bacon is involved.
Oh, okay, good. He's doing better
Number
than me.
4. Butch got a star on the New Albany Walk of Fame.
That's the New Albany
New
Walk
Albany
of Fame.
Walk
Yes.
of Fame.
New Albany.
Sorry.
I'm right next to Fuzzy Zeller, in between Fuzzy Zeller
Zeller.
and Dave Brubrecht's grandfather.
I know who Fuzzy Zeller is because my dad's a golfer.
Hey, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fuzzy Zeller.
Fuzzy Zeller. I get the reference.
He's on the Walk of Fame. That's always good.
Number 3.
Dead air. We want a dead air sound effect that goes dead air.
We just don't have time to implement it.
That one just there, I
Yeah.
thought was on purpose. Like it was
Oh.
like a purpose.
Number
There was a
shot.
pause to reset. Number 3. Flies on the wall groupies blowing up our smartphones at all hours.
I hate that.
Obviously, that's happening.
I hate that. But I'm leaving my door unlocked now, so it's,
Oh,
it's
are
a
you?
little
Good.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah, there's perks and there's downsides.
Yes, true.
Number 2. 2 words. Platform shoes.
Do you have the kind, Kevin? I think I saw the other day that have like
Goldfish?
the goldfish in them. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep having to replace the fish
Yeah,
though because there's not a lot of air in there.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. It's in that movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
That's a great
I haven't
movie.
seen that in years, but
It's the first time I saw Chris Rock. He's like saying,
Yeah, it was one of
can
his
I-
first
Can
appearances.
I have any ribs or something? Like,
yeah.
can you sell
I
me
can't
one
get some
rib?
ribs.
Can you sell me one rib?
Yeah, you can't tell me one rib. Yeah, that is great.
was
Like,
fantastic.
man, he hit the scene just running.
No, didn't he? That.
Sorry, totally derailed.
No, it's
the
all good.
conversation.
And the number one way Flies on the Wall has changed our lives. We have to miss every new episode of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Oh,
terrible.
Which has recently been
Terrible.
my favorite
on our
show.
television.
Yes, she's
Wow.
crazy, isn't she? It's so
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
It's like one of those things where
Hilarious.
you're watching and you're like, oh, just turn it off, turn it off.
It was
turn
like
it off. Don't
Jersey
don't
Shore
change it.
for me.
Turn it off. Don't change it.
It's
It
hard
makes
to look
me
away.
feel so much
Yeah.
better about
When I saw the
Doesn't it?
commercial
Doesn't it?
for it, I was hanging out with my girlfriend Cynthia, and I looked at her and I said, "Is that real or is that like some sort of a joke?" She said, "Oh, that's real." I was like, "Oh no!"
People
That's,
live
that's
like
what I
that,
thought
Kevin.
the first time I heard
Yeah.
In Sync.
Yeah, and it all comes back around.
Yes, we've come full circle.
Speaking of which, I've got more. Oh, hang on, we got a phone call. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. All right, Crescent Hill Radio. You've got Flies on the Wall. What's up?
Hello, boys. This here is Dale's dad, Gail.
Oh my God!
I believe that
Seriously?
you may know that my son Dale has been missing for about 2 weeks.
We
Yeah.
were aware,
No,
yes.
no, now listen what? We ain't heard from him. He didn't take his dog Tap Out with him, which is strange.
Yeah, that
He's
is
somewhere out there. We found his commercial riding mower, but we didn't find him.
Really?
He'd been living out of it, and we hoped that he would come back soon, but he hasn't. We don't know where he is.
That's concerning, sir. I mean,
No, now listen what? I'm not done yet. His girl baby is very upset and wants to know where he is, and she's sorry and wants him back. Apparently, she's having a hard time paying that cable bill by her own self.
Well, Tom Warner's getting all of us in that. I understand.
So anyway, that much said, I listened to your show from last week.
Uh-huh.
I knew that he was a regular caller,
Yeah.
and I listened to it, and I know that he asked you for help, and you declined to provide help as requested.
Well, listen, we
had
can't.
issues,
We have,
So, my question to you, number one, is why come? And number two is, will you help now, seeing as he's been gone for 2 weeks?
well, we're concerned, but I mean, we can't let him move in with us.
I'm not saying you have to put him up. I'm saying I need you to help me find him so we can bring him home.
What can we
Tap
do?
Out misses him. His girl baby can't get Tap Out to stop humping the toilet.
Oh.
We need to get something done, and I was hoping you boys could help.
Well-
Could you at least put out the word on your show that he's missing and give a description?
Yeah,
okay?
We could do that.
We can
All
do
right,
that.
listen what now?
don't know what he looks
He's
like.
What
about
does Dale look
5'8". He's got a square jaw. He's got a quarter-sized dent on the right side of his head. He's got a military-style hairdo, even though he was dishonorably discharged when he was 19 years old.
Yeah, of course he was.
Wait a minute. I ain't done yet.
Sorry.
Listen what? He has dark brown hair, a lean, some would say wiry build, and he talks a little too fast for my taste.
Yeah, well,
If you could please put that out there to your listeners, I would be greatly appreciative.
well, you're live on the radio, so it's out there. There.
Now, hold on now. One one last thing, please, before I hang up with
boy.
you. I know that his favorite band is Nickelback, and it would be potentially helpful, like a siren song, if you could play one of that band's songs on your show for me.
If you listen, you know
No,
we can't do it.
You can't do that.
it.
Well, boys, that there is unsatisfactory.
I mean, the family, like,
Yeah, for real.
Was that Hank Hill? I mean,
It does have a
That
Hank
was
Hill flavor.
yeah. He was sounds a lot like Mr. Anderson.
I
or
think maybe
Hank
the
Hill.
character Hank Hill was based off of.
well, question
Gale.
one,
Wow.
why come?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question, sir.
is a good
I appreciate that question. And I'll answer it. I don't know.
I don't know why come. Anyway, all right, we're
Man,
back to
it's getting
NSYNC.
concerning now, though.
Back to NSYNC, dude. Dale's gonna show up. You know he will. He's probably hiding in the shed.
He's going to show up here.
Yeah, that'll worry me. Okay,
He has
so
to camp out in the studio, but
Lance Bass of NSYNC.
Lance.
All right.
Yes.
He has his own Sirius XM radio show.
wow.
Does he?
Do you know what it's called?
No.
It's called.
Can we guess?
Go ahead. You're not going to get it.
I don't know.
Then again, you might.
From a basement on a hill.
No. It's called Dirty Pop with Lance Bass.
Dirty Pop.
Dirty Pop. That makes
Dirty
sense.
Pop.
Come on,
Anyway.
Lance.
He said, I have to address the rumors. This morning I woke up to a lot of rumors flying around that the NSYNC reunion is happening after 11 years at the VMAs this Sunday. Let me tell you how this all came about. Justin is getting the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award. So, of course, people are
Wow.
automatically going to think we're going to be there performing. But this is exactly how it happened, and I knew these rumors were going to fly. We all came down here to Miami, except for JC, because I said he couldn't get off at Walgreens. That was me, not him.
Yeah.
He had to work in California. Joey, Chris, and myself went to go see Justin's show last show with Jay-Z. And he said he even took a picture. It's on Instagram. It was really fun. I think that's what started the rumor that there's going to be a reunion with NSYNC. It's amazing to see the reaction out there on Twitter and social media. How many people supporting NSYNC? It's nice to see, because when we ended things over 10 years ago, there was no social media, there was no Twitter. But it's cute, so cute to see how many people are supporting us in NSYNC that we were even trending. So,
Trending.
read between the lines, it's going to happen. He says no. I think it's
Is
going
that
to
the way it
happen.
is?
He's diversion.
I have a guess that I wish I would have guessed what his show was called.
What?
Lance Revolution.
Better than what it's called.
I know.
Yeah. I think he should pay you for that.
I think
and
he
you-
should. Maybe we could work something out.
All right. We got
He'll
some
think
more.
it's cute.
We got some more fun
it's cute.
facts.
Yes. Fun facts. NSYNC fun facts.
Justin Timberlake's mom came up with the band name NSYNC,
Ah.
cleverly playing off the last letter
I knew it.
in each
Did
of
you
the
know
band
that?
members. Did you do that?
As a child,
Yeah.
everyone, like, kids would tell me that. But you know, I was like, no. And,
Yeah.
But now it's.
That's it.
I thought it was an urban legend. I just never
The,
did.
Ah, yeah.
the last letters in each
I
of the
love
band
urban
members'
legends.
first names spells out NSYNC, which is genius if you're an idiot.
Genius.
But just think, if the Beatles had done that, they'd have been called Leno with an apostrophe. Leno.
Why come?
So yeah, why come, dog? Why come?
Yeah. I got my own
So,
questions.
Butch, you want to read the next one?
Oh, sure. Well, do I have
Number
these?
4.
Number
Yeah.
4. Some critics labeled NSYNC as a Backstreet Boys ripoff, which was that true? Was Backstreet
That's
Boys
what
first?
some critics said.
They were actually formed at the exact same moment.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't 2 years later, as history would show.
The
There's
band's
the picture again.
defenders, however, asked the very reasonable question: what kind of moron would ever rip off the freaking Backstreet Boys? I haven't read over these. That's really funny.
All right. Number 5. 1 year during their heyday, back in the late 90s, NSYNC had 3 different holiday specials broadcast in one holiday season. 3
you-
different specials.
Can you name them?
I can't because I didn't copy that part.
Aloha via
All I'm
satellite
saying
from
is-
Hawaii.
That's great. That's quite an achievement, but
Yes.
it's still only 2 more than we had last year, and we're nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, how many specials does it take to make them not so special?
Oh,
Well, that's a fair point.
ooh,
That's a fair point. At what
That's a
Every
really good point.
special.
Where's the
Special.
tipping point for NSYNC holiday specials? I don't know.
I just love how if without social media, they didn't know they were famous. But like, I don't know, like all these girls are running up to us and all this stuff, but nobody's tweeting about us. It doesn't exist yet. Like,
Oh my goodness. It's the same questions Adam and Ryan have about tall squares.
All
It's
the
like
time.
They will
they will.
sooner or later. We're running out of time. We only got 5 minutes left. It's crazy.
It flies by.
Crazy.
We're so glad Adam and Shana
flies
came in to
by
join
the
us
wall.
tonight,
I
though. Are
made
we
it.
not? It's
Yeah, we appreciate
fantastic.
it. We
yeah,
missed
thanks
you
for
guys.
having us, guys. We
Yes.
always love coming in at any time.
We've got a couple more fun facts, though.
Do we?
I'll read this. I'll read number 6. And
Okay.
You read number 7. I'll read
Okay.
number 8.
I'm game.
All right.
Can we read them at the same time?
NSYNC guys. Used to, we didn't practice
Sync. Read
that.
them
Okay.
in sync.
The NSYNC
Before
guys
Lance
used
joined
to
the
have,
group, there was an. Go ahead.
The NSYNC guys used to have 2 pre-show rituals.
2.
First, they would toss around a hacky sack to warm up.
Oh.
Which begs the question: did they bounce it off their vocal cords? What were they warming up?
I was like, then they're doing it wrong if they're tossing it.
Right.
Maybe it helped them on their dance moves.
So
Yeah, you
then
kick it
then they gathered for a group prayer and a hug with their super close knit posse of security guys and the road crew.
Group
And that's
hug.
just a freaking creepy visual. I don't even need to think about that.
Group hug.
Exactly. I wasn't going to say the word, but I'm just
No,
saying.
it's nice. It's
that's
nice.
really weird.
I actually think that's nice.
We should start doing that with our road crew and.
I think we yes, our massive road crew. Number 7. Before Lance joined the group, there was another guy singing in his place.
Yeah.
But that guy didn't want to spend the time rehearsing that the other guys did. That guy's name? Charles Manson.
It's true. I looked it up.
That's not true.
Wait, that his name was Charles Manson or that he was Charles Manson?
There's a big distinction.
Hey, because Charles Manson makes music,
That
and
may
it's
have been-
crazy,
right,
but
that
it's
may
music.
Have, that may have been the Monkees. I don't know.
Was Charles Manson and the Monkees? Charles Manson hung around the Beach Boys. I think.
Yeah. The big rumor was that he was going to be a monkey and he didn't make the cut because he was too insane. or
Really?
something.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we're all crazy.
Yeah.
All right, the final. We're going to say the final one, and then we'll go out, and that'll be the end of this. we apologize. NSYNC are credited for influencing other bands such as 98 Degrees, 112, Jonas Brothers, and Fingerbang.
Jonas Brothers.
Oh, whoa.
Stop. But they also, from the research that I gathered, they also were a big influence on Mott the Hoople and Dexy's Midnight Runners. I hadn't heard that before.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah. I hadn't heard that before, but there it is.
It sounds somewhat unlikely, to me. I think the
Sometimes
internet
the
is
knockoff
The internet
comes out.
doesn't lie.
the internet is lied.
It can't be on the internet if it's not true.
Sometimes the knockoff comes out 30 years earlier.
Yes. You know what's funny? My kids have been listening to Dexy's Midnight Runners. That's one of their.
Really?
That's in hot rotation off the iPod.
They always
I love
surprise
that.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on,
very
Eileen.
strange.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Wow.
great taste.
It's huge. It's huge.
It's so huge.
It's one of those timeless songs. Anyway, we're out of time. We must go and
Yeah.
stop this nonsense.
Come to the Trolley Hop on Friday, August 30th.
Please.
You will be delighted with the
Go.
quality
It's
of
free.
performance.
Yeah.
Go to the Highland
Two
Tap Room on Tuesday,
phenomenal bands.
August
Tall
27th.
Squares Adventure.
Tall
will be there.
Squares, who
Yeah.
has increased in size twofold.
Twofold.
Yes.
Yes.
We have
Yeah.
doubled.
They have
So,
it's Tall Squares squared.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
and don't forget the Highlands Tap Room, August 27th.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
This is just a little ditty that we wrote and that we are going to play because we can.
Because we can. It's our show.